I'm good. How are you guys feeling?
We are
So happy.
so happy. This is the CEO, and I am the president's husband.
When Brandon was young, I wondered about who he would marry. I had a few things that I'd hoped for in that girl. First of all, I hoped that she loved the Lord. To us, that's the absolutely most important thing. It is fundamental. It sets in place all of life's directions and all of life's decisions. It's the basis of life. I wanted someone who loved my son. An all-encompassing love, an enduring love. 1 Corinthians 13 type of love. I see that.
Today, as I stand before you, surrounded by friends and family, words cannot describe my feelings as I reflect upon our journey from that inevitable Sunday morning in Reese's house. I'm truly blessed to be able to call you my wife, meine Frau, meine Stushka. You care so dearly for others, and you're willing to share their burdens so they don't have to themselves. You are the bridge that connects so many different people in so many different backgrounds. Yet you never focus on those differences. You focus on their similarities and their beauty. You see the beauty in the world and its people, and you brighten it up as a result. Your commitment to God trickles down into all of the best aspects of your personality. Your compassion, your drive, your mercy when I'm being a goof, all stem from your desire for a deeper relationship with our Creator. And gosh, that's a hard thing to find, especially in Berlin. It opens closed eyes, it soothes angered souls, and it helps those who are lost to find their way. It's played an integral role in our relationship. You've known me at my best, and you've seen me at my worst. You've always said, I still love you. It's that unconditional, stubborn love that captivates me and inspires me to be a better man. To ask challenging and reflective questions, and it's easier to pass it off with a dumb joke. To learn how to make sushi the proper way. To know what burrata is. All these things, you've challenged me and you've made me a better man as a result. Today, we stand together at the end of our time as separate beings. Today, we complete the process, or tomorrow, we complete the process of becoming one. One family, one joint checking account, one Netflix account. And before God and our family, we are officially the Hawks. Our dreams and desires become one. But where will that take us? To the west coast, studying at Stanford? To somewhere else in the States? Or a nice little house in Hampstead Heath? As long as I have you by my side, we can go. The life we have before us can be whatever the Lord wants it to be. It'll be incredible as long as our stories are weaved together in a beautiful tapestry that we can share with our 11 kids. Hard times arise, we'll laugh. Nothing can be as crazy as planning this wedding. But even if something does come, we'll be ready. In you, I find my peace and my strength. And I vow to cherish you eternally and to love you more and more each day. You are my queen, the only queen, and I love you more than anyone else in this world.
I've never met anyone like you. You looked upon me as I was something very precious, treated me with most respect, and placed my needs first. Never before have I experienced such unwavering care and devotion. You wanted to know me from the inside, not just the outside. And now you seek to know the depths of my being, to heal the very core of my heart and love it unconditionally. You are the only one who truly comprehends, accepts, and cherishes every single part of who I am. Still remember our early days when we were going out. Every time we crossed the road, you would place your hand on my shoulder, shielding me from the passing cars. Nurturing and protection becomes a second nature to you. And after all these years, your instinct to protect and care for me has remained constant. Whether it be challenging or easy, we can always find peace, strength, and assurance in praying to God together. God has been the foundation of our relationship since the beginning. I am confident that you will always guide me towards Him, helping me navigate life's journey hand in hand with our Creator. In my turn, I will do everything in my power to help you lead our family. I will strive to ensure that when you come home, you have a safe space where you can freely express yourself, find healing from worldly troubles, and embrace the simple joys of life with the innocence of a child. I cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. I already see what a loving and caring husband you are, and the thought of one day having you becoming the father of our future children. Such a tears on my face. Seeing you playing with my sisters and cousins who love you like their own brother and look up to you. Completely melts my heart and gives me baby fears. You're my best friend, my love, my role model, and my protector. And I know in the depths of my heart that you are the man God prepared for me, and it is the most blessed gift I could ever receive. I love you deeply and look forward to an eternity together.
Thank you, Jesus, for this beautiful bride. And thank you that we get to join around here today with you. We thank you that when we gather in your name that you're with us. Thank you for being here for this day. Thank you that you know Nasia and Brandon and that you know the desires of their heart and you've already planned for such a beautiful future for them. Thank you that they can trust you with every detail of today and every detail of their marriage, and as they build this foundation with you at the center, may it be strengthened each and every day. May they lean on you for their strength.
It would be everything you ever dreamed of, that it would be glorifying to you, and that we as groups will be able to express how much Brandon has meant to us, and that you just feel loved and accepted and valued. Just thank you for him and Nastia, just the impact that they've had on all of us. I pray this day will just be an amazing time and just a beautiful picture of your love for us and your love for each other. Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
To be my wife.
I, Brandon Nastia. I, Brandon take you, Nastia.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better, for worse. For richer, for poorer.
For riches,
Health,
sickness, and in health.
love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
In the presence of God and in His power.
Presence of God.
Brandon,
Ja, Brandon.
беру тебя, Настя,
Беру тебя, Nastia.
Johnny,
Johnny.
чтобы любить и оберегать
Чтобы любить.
ныне и до скончания дней.
Богат
Заботиться о тебе,
заботиться об тебе,
пока нас смерть не разлучит. В присутствии Бога
и присутствие Бога.
я даю
Я даю
In the name of God, I, Nastia,
to be my husband,
my husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer.
and all that I have. I honor you in the name of the Father, Son, of the Holy Spirit. Today, literally, he has made two groups one, has destroyed the barrier, the dividing wall of hostility, at least here in Höhnscheid. So let's all hope and pray that this will happen a lot more in this world. Because love can overcome all borders. Love selflessly seeks the good of the beloved and finds in that its own good as well. Brandon, you may now kiss your bride.
All those little moments, the bus you didn't catch me looking over my shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments, all that near you, only got you about. All those little moments.
Well, my opening joke was going to be, I shaved my mustache last night, so you didn't recognize me. I am Connor, and you guys me. When Brandon went to college, our relationship really hit a turning point. I think I realized how special it is to have a brother who grew up experiencing all the same things that you did. It all started when Brandon went on a trip with Graham and Brian to Europe. And upon return to the U.S., his haircuts started getting more aggressive with the part, creeping to the middle of his head. His pants got a little tighter. He wouldn't stop talking about English football, or soccer as you would say. So with that context, Brandon, Carter, and I all lived in the same city, Birmingham, Alabama, and we would go to the same restaurant every single week for 3 years. It was called Nukes. When Brandon returned, he became the European expert and loved to mansplain things to us about European culture. So Carter and I decided to make up a fake city in England, and we called it Nukeshire, after the restaurant name, of course. So I asked Brandon, have you heard anything about Nukeshire? And he proceeded to give us a 5 to 10 minute lecture. Included geography, culture, music, and art. So, all jokes aside, Carter and I never thought that Brandon would move to Europe, much less be getting married in a castle in Germany about 5 or 6 years later. The move to Europe really was the turning point in him becoming the person that he is today. I saw his character grow, I saw his hair grow, and I saw our relationship grow. But on a much more real note, Brandon and I have competed our whole lives trying to beat each other at everything. But I want to take this time to say that I've always looked up to you as a role model, and I'm very proud to be your brother. I could say a lot more about Brandon, but I also want to include Nastia as well, of course. Nastia is one of the most joy-filled, wise, happy people I have ever met. She makes everything so fun, and I'm so excited to have her in the family. Their relationship is a beautiful love story, as we've heard from many, but my favorite part is the way that they fight for each other and the way that they put God first in the relationship.
I actually met Nadia the same day Brandon met her in my class during COVID church time. Esteban here, who just joined us today, so give a wave, Esteban. One of the many things I love about marriage, believing it's both a good idea and a God idea, is someone committing to see you from God's perspective. One of the many times I've witnessed Brandon do this for Nastia early on in their relationship was by both honoring and helping her see and value her gift as a bridge builder. Nastia so naturally builds bridges that deepen cultural understanding, that make those around her feel seen and loved, bridges that empathize during tough conversations, bridges that connect Russians and Ukrainians in Berlin, bridges that pave a way for dreams, giving them space to grow. I see your marriage and this commitment today in front of God and your family and friends being a bridge that will be long, strong, and narrow, as it carries many highly valuable fruits across many years to come. A huge part of the role of this weekend is to remind you too of your support structure. The next phase, slightly less sexy than talking about maybe the height or length or color, but equally important, is committing to checkups and maintenance. It's slightly concerning, but apparently there are hundreds of thousands of bridges in the U.S. that were only built with 50 years in mind. And now 1 in 3 are in need of repair or replacement. Thankfully, God's design has a longer-term vision in mind. But that doesn't mean you won't be surprised along the way and needing to press pause, call a time out, take time to rest, reconnect with each other, and just check up on things. Both bridges and marriage are designed to help us carry our weight and burdens, to overcome obstacles, span gaps that hinder movement, and take us on the best possible ride from A to B. So to sum up, enjoy the design and planning phases, rest in knowing that you couldn't be building on a stronger foundation than the one you are building on with God. Lean on us as your support structure, anticipate some maintenance requirements, and lastly, keep building. Keep building bridges, Brandon and Nastia. Thank you for the honor of letting us help you lay some cement down this weekend. We're so proud of you and we love you so much.
Новой христианской семьи.
I want to thank you to the parents of Victor, Dan, and Renee for raising up such an attentive and faithful man who will be the foundation of a new Christian family.
Благодаря нашим детям Бог слышит наши молитвы и поможет людям на земле стать светлее, жить в дружбе, любви и в мире.
Thanks to our children, God hears our prayers and will help people on earth to become brighter, to live in friendship, love, and peace. Christian family is a small church headed by Christ.
С Христа берет пример муж, а с мужа берет пример жена.
The husband takes his example from Christ, and the wife takes her example from the husband.
Семья – это школа любви, школа со всеми трудностями и победами.
Family is a school of love, a school with all of the difficulties and triumphs.
Будьте терпеливы, будьте любящими, внимательными друг к другу, добрыми, бескорыстными, побеждайте любовью, всегда миритесь друг с другом до того, как вы уснете.
Always make peace with each other before you fall asleep.
Настоящая любовь между мужем и женой – это абсолютное счастье, и эта любовь становится все сильнее с годами, а муж и жена становятся единым целым.
True love between husband and wife is absolute happiness, and that love grows stronger over the years, and husband and wife becomes one.
Ваши дети будут видеть счастливых родителей, и это будет для них пример.
Your children will see happy parents, and it will be an example to them.
That was an absolutely wonderful ceremony today, and thank you so much for doing such a great ceremony for Brandon and Nastia. And I'd like to thank Melissa Kovas for creating Nastia. I would like to toast Brandon and Nastia and pray for God's blessings upon them. In the words of the Hofrichters, my grandfather, my father, and my uncle, who often toasted Gesundheit, Gesellschaft und langes Leben, meaning good friends, good health, and long life. Here's to you, Brandon and Nastia.
Before the sun goes down, it's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
Как игрушки, разбросала косы по подушке. Взрослая, совсем уже невеста. Маленькая дочка вырастает, но, надеюсь, все же оставляет в сердце для отца